Championship Sunday is just one day away. Who will punch their ticket into the Super Bowl? Will Sam Darnold see ghosts or see the Super Bowl in his near future? And can the Broncos defense shut down Drake Maye well enough to where Jared Stidham, or Stiddy as they've been calling him, can go ahead and punch the Denver Broncos ticket into the championship game? Y'all know we gonna talk about it, break it all down, but you gotta hit the music first.
Welcome to your number one spot for all NFL news and content, NFL Central.
What's going on, NFL fans? Welcome back into another episode of NFL Central, your number one spot for everything NFL. I'm your host here, Bobby, and y'all already know, if you're ready to talk that football talk, we are here. This is the place for you to come, so make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. I know this is a NFL show, but I'm rocking my Derrick Rose jersey because in Chicago, Derrick Rose jersey will be going up in the rafters, and I'm just letting y'all know right now, I'm not taking off the jersey until the night concludes. That's it. But nonetheless, let's talk the best sport in the world. That is football. So we have a matchup versus the Los Angeles Rams going up against their divisional rival in the Seattle Seahawks tomorrow to see who gets to punch their ticket into the Super Bowl. Now, will Sam Darnold see ghost or will he see the Super Bowl? Let's break it down. Now, when we talk about the Los Angeles Rams, man, they had a hell of a season. At one point, they were expected to be the number one seed, took some losses towards the end of the season and ended up as the 5 seed. And just last week, they went out there and they beat the Chicago Bears in overtime. In that game, hurt my heart. I ain't even gonna lie to you, because Caleb Williams threw interception that ended the game. There was a lot of miscommunication, but credit to the Los Angeles Rams for going out there and handling their business and getting the job done, to where Matthew Stafford throughout the playoffs has not necessarily been great, but he has done the necessary things to keep his team in games, and the defense has responded in a major way. But when it comes to the Seattle Seahawks, the number one question for the Seattle Seahawks is, will Sam Darnold show up? Will he see ghost or will he punch his ticket into the Super Bowl? We know that years and years ago, as a New York Jet, my man Sam Darnold was literally seeing ghosts, and then went through some career rehabilitation, ended up with the Vikings, and now with the Seattle Seahawks, and turned his career around. And this is a great thing for guys like Sam Darnold. This is why I always say, as a player, it matters where you go. It matters how the organization is structured. It matters how the organization and the coaches put you in a position to either be bad or a position to where you can grow as a player. And Sam Darnold has done that tremendously up into this point over the last few years. With the Vikings, had major success to Sam Darnold. With the Seattle Seahawks in year one with them, has had some success and now is knocking on the door of a Super Bowl. But I say all that to say, I don't have the Seattle Seahawks winning this game. Now, I know the Seattle Seahawks went out there and last week and blitzed the San Francisco 49ers to where it was pretty much over in the first quarter and they can coast. I think that currently the Los Angeles Rams has the best quarterback left in the playoffs. They have the best coach left in the playoffs. Now, obviously, there's going to be some pushback. And when people say that, hey, the coaches don't play on the field, though, which is true. But I think that the coaches are the ones that put players in position to either fail or succeed. And I don't think there's a better coach in the NFL right now that is better than Sean McVay. That's just my opinion. Take it for what you will. Yeah, we can have guys thrown in there like a Andy Reid, maybe a Jim Harbaugh. But I think that the success right now, at least where we can view it, is that Sean McVay is the best head coach in the NFL. Just my personal opinion. And I think that when you talk about it schematically and you look at it, you're going to say that the Seattle Seahawks defense is crazy good. And I would agree with you. That pass rush is there. The defensive backs are there. And my God, am I a fan of Nick Amawore as a young safety, a rookie who likes to hit people. You don't find a lot of defensive backfield that contain players that want to hit people. We talking about Devin Witherspoon and Reek Woolen who can come in and they just want to hit people and make plays. So that is something that we can look towards. But if we remember, the Seattle Seahawks just lost their running back in Schubert. Then I think they have some limitations, but I will give them credit and say that, hey, with JSN and with Shaheed, those are two guys who have come in and impacted the offense of the Seattle Seahawks. Now, when you look at on the flip side and you look at the Los Angeles Rams, you look at the best quarterback left in the playoffs, and Matthew Stafford, of course, has not played particularly well in the playoffs, but has done well enough to get wins. Then you look at the running back room with Blake Corum and all those guys. Then you look at the best wide receiver duo left in the playoffs with Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. And Puka Nacua, Sean McVay is a mastermind because Sean McVay will line Puka Nacua up outside the numbers in the slot as a running back to find ways to get their best player, their best skill player, the football. And that's how you win games. It was so crazy how the Los Angeles Rams, when people talked about this is a California team, including myself, this is a California team going to cold, windy city, Chicago, and they made no mistakes offensively. They barely made any mistakes offensively. And they was able to win the game and show people that just because we play in California does not mean we can't go to Chicago and win. And it hurt my heart. I'm not even going to lie to you. I know I'm a Bears fan, but I love the sport so much that I just love covering it all. If I'm being objective. The only time I can't be objective when talking about football is if the Bears are going against the Packers. That's it. That's it. That's the only time I can't be objective. Then it's going to be personal. I'm just letting y'all know. But nonetheless, talking about the Rams, I just have them winning this game because what they showed me last week versus the Chicago Bears, the Rams showed me that, number one, the pass rush is real and they will continuously run all night long. And then number two, it showed me that the defensive backfield can be had, but they can also make plays when necessary due to coaching. Coaching places these players in the right position to succeed, and then you get the best out of these young players on the defensive side of the ball. And what else? What else more do you want in a close game? Then who else do you want? Who else do you want in a close game other than Matthew Stafford that's left in the playoffs? Let's keep it real. Because that out route to Devontae Adams to help seal the game was crazy good. Hell of a pass, hell of a catch. They came through and saved the day to seal the game versus the Chicago Bears. This was my Super Bowl pick at the beginning of the season. This is how I'm going to rock with it up until this point. I believe that when it's all said and done, I don't think Sam Darnold is going to play necessarily bad, but I think he will be seeing ghosts and he will not be going to the Super Bowl because I have the Los Angeles Rams winning this game versus the Seattle Seahawks. Let me know who you have winning the game down below. Now we move on to the Denver Broncos versus the New England Patriots. Can the Broncos defense play well enough to where Jarrett Stidham, a.k.a. Stiddy, a.k.a. the Stidster, can punch the Broncos ticket into the playoffs? I don't think so. I ain't even going to lie to y'all. Do I think the defense can play well enough? Yes, but I have not seen enough to put money on Jarrett Stidham. I have not seen enough. Is he capable? Possibly. It's a reason, and me and my uncle, we were talking, and C-Dub, we was talking about like what is up with Jarrett Stidham. And he was like, yeah, man, he's a backup quarterback. He ain't got a shot. I say he has a shot. And there's a reason why. There's a reason why guys like Josh McDaniels wanted him around. There's a reason why Sean Payton wanted him around. This is why you hold on to certain backup quarterbacks, simply because if you look at it and you think about it, once a guy goes down, your main guy goes down, you need a backup quarterback to keep you in the game, to give you an opportunity, to give you a chance to go out there and win 1 or 2 games. And that is the tall task for Jarrett Stidham and the Denver Broncos. I do believe the defense, this is one reason. This is one concern in this game for the New England Patriots. We're talking about Will Campbell, the young rookie left tackle. I think Nick Bonita will have a day with Will Campbell if he does not lock in. There's been a lot of conversation about the short arms, a lot of conversation saying that he can't hold on to his blocks. There's been a lot of conversation about that. However, when you talk about the New England Patriots, I just think that they have so much. And Drake Maye has not been great these playoffs either. 2 interceptions, 6 fumbles, 3 of them lost from Drake Maye, young quarterback, second season, getting ready to punch his ticket into the Super Bowl. I just think that Drake Maye will outplay Jarrett Stidham. The defense of the New England Patriots has been underrated throughout these playoffs, and I don't think that the Broncos defense can completely shut down Drake Maye. I think they can get some stops, but once throats start to get tight, things start to get a little more rough, I think that the guy that is going to be more capable to make the plays will be Drake Maye versus Jarrett Stidham. That's just my belief. Now, I honestly feel like Jarrett Stidham, there is a reason why guys wanted him a part of their team. Real talk. And we heard Cam Newton on First Take yesterday talk about Jarrett Stidham being one of the smartest backup quarterbacks in the room, being one of those guys that are able to have all the answers to the question that are posed to him. And I'm cool with that. But the other point where a lot of people were missing when it came to Cam Newton's statement is, can he do it on the football field, though? Can you answer the what ifs? What if your number one is not available to you? What if you had to improvise and get out of the pocket and make a play down the field? I just have not seen enough from Jarrett Stidham to make that or assume that Jarrett Stidham will be able to answer all of the questions. Now, Sean Payton is one hell of a coach. I can't put anything past him. He has coached his ass off since he landed in Denver for the Broncos. Sean Payton has done a hell of a job since he landed in Denver with the Broncos. But some of the questions are still going to be present because we just have not seen enough out of Jarrett Stidham. We just have not. So in the Broncos-Patriots game, I have the Patriots winning that game. I think Drake Maye is going to be able to overcome more problems than Jarrett Stidham. I think that Stephon Diggs and Kayvon Booty, I think those 2 guys are going to be able to make some plays over this Denver Broncos defense. I think that Travion Henderson could be a solution or make a couple big plays. And they defense has been underrated throughout the entire season and especially throughout these playoffs. The way that they pressured CJ Stroud last week, we cannot overlook the New England Patriots defense. That's just how I look at it. So to recap, I got the Rams beating the Seattle Seahawks, and I have the Patriots beating the Denver Broncos for those teams, and we get a Super Bowl matchup featuring the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots, and I got the Rams already. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think the NFL season will conclude with the Los Angeles Rams becoming Super Bowl champions, and my belief is Matthew Stafford punches his ticket as a Hall of Fame quarterback with ring number 2, and I think he's getting the MVP coming up here soon. But hey, We'll see what happens. We got the games tomorrow, and we'll be able to recap it on Monday. But hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. Before you get up out of here, make sure you hit that comment box and let me know how y'all feeling about today's episode. Will Sam Darnold see ghosts or will he see the Super Bowl? Let me know. Will the Denver Broncos be able to do enough to slow down the New England Patriots and Drake Maye? Let me know. But hey, that is it for me today. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you always love football. Y'all already know. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.